OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hey. Hopefully I didn't keep you waiting long. This is the OtisWho podcast. I am your host, OtisWho. Uh-oh. There we go.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
That's what happens when you don't do the proper sound checks. We good though. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. I really do. I know it's Friday. You could have been anywhere else but here, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. It's just going to be a basic regular episode. I have some great topics. For the few people that are here, I am glad you're here. Hopefully you could chime in for real, because I really need some feedback. So hopefully you're not at work. And if you are at work, I do thank you. But if you are somewhere, well, I know one person is sitting at dinner, sneaking, probably listening to the podcast. Don't get in trouble, cuz I appreciate you for real. You know I do, but don't get in trouble. But you know what's going on. Come on in, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, relax. We're going to be here for at least an hour. We're going to be fine. Great conversation. I think I have some great topics for you. I really do. But before we go any further, you know what I like to do. Let me play my song. Please bear with me. Here we go.
It ain't gonna work. The weather may come, but it ain't gonna work. The weather may fall, but it ain't gonna work. No. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't. It won't work. I want you to know God will do what He said He's gonna do. He will stand by His word. He will come through. No weapon formed against you. It may try, but it won't. It can't harm you. It won't work.
Yes. That is my song. That is going to be my song until I get copywritten or a copy strike. Let me not speak that into existence. That's a beautiful song. All right, here we go. How you guys doing out there? Let me see what the chat is saying before I go forward. Let me see. Okay, got you. Okay, the chat is not saying nothing. Great. Here we go. We good. All right, well, check this out. I have some great stories that I want to go over. I'm going to drop the link in the chat in a second. But before I do, I have one story that I want to go over, my first story. But before I even do, please, if you can, chime on in if you're able to. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you feel that this conversation or this content is worthy, please share this with your friends and family. I appreciate it. First story, let's get right into it. This is crazy. Please, somebody comment. Please. I'm curious to know, what would you do in this situation? This is crazy. I don't know if it's, let me just stop talking. Let's get straight into it for real. Because I'm just curious. And you've probably seen it already. You probably have. Let's go.
Ça s'appelle la carte. Je vais faire couler de l'eau sur le front du juge. Et après, on va embrasser le bonhomme. Parce qu'il sera devenu un petit chrétien. Oh là 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 là. Je crierai plus fort que toi.
Now, before we go any further, you should see what's about to happen. You should guess what's about to happen based on the way he's grabbing the newborn's face. Watch. Now, I had to blur that out because I'm still probably going to get in trouble. YouTube is probably going to, yeah. But I had to blur that part out. But if you don't know what happened, he smacked the baby. He smacked the baby. Now watch and continue to see what happens. Wow. I'm going to play that again. I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm going to play it again. I had to fade out that one part. You could still slightly see it. Hopefully I won't get in trouble, but just, yeah. What would you do?
Et après, on va embrasser le bonhomme. Parce qu'il sera devenu un petit chrétien. Oh là 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 là. Je crierai plus fort que toi. Alors, du calme. Du calme. Il faut se calmer. Tu vas te calmer. Voilà. Tu vas te calmer. Tu vas te calmer. Tu vas te calmer. Voilà.
Wow. It's not funny. It's not funny because I'm trying my best to put myself in those shoes. A man of the cloth. Well, first, I'm not going to go there. I wouldn't even have been there in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. No disrespect to no one. But if I were there, and I'm putting myself in the parent's shoes, especially the father, what would I have done? Because we all saw the video. He slapped the baby. First, he grabbed her by the chin firmly. The parents did nothing. I can't speak French, but it sounds like he was, I could be wrong. I can't speak French, so forgive me. It sounds like by the tone in his voice, he was chastising her a little bit, trying to get her or him to be quiet. It's a newborn. The baby's not going to be quiet. So then he proceeded to, and it was quick too. Whoa. I know my wife. That wouldn't have been good. Oh, that wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good. Oh, that wouldn't have been good. Ooh, I don't know. Hold on. I'm sorry. I know you probably don't want to, but I want to see it one more time. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to. Wow. Put myself in the shoes of the father. Hold on. I'm trying to see when I would have acted.
Je vais faire couler de l'eau sur le front du juge. Et après, on va embrasser le bonhomme. Parce que.
Now, you see right there, when he grabbed, right there, and now you see the father. You see how his hands is in his pockets. He see it. Okay. Let's pay attention to the father. Okay, he's grabbing the baby by the chin. Whoa. Well, I'm gonna get in trouble, guy, because I didn't fade it out good enough. Oh man. Now you see the father's face. You see, hold on. You see the father's face when when the priest smacked his child. You see the father's face, but you have to do more than that, Dirty. You have to do more than that, man. Now you see the assistant is put. Oh, it's too late to try to hug the baby now. The baby trying to get away from you. Look how you got the baby pressed against you. Look how you got the baby. Oh nah. Now you want to. Oh nah. No. 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 It would have been some furniture movie. The altar, the pulpit, whatever you call it, the oil would have been all over the place, the little castor oil, whatever, castor oil. And that's just from my wife. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just from the wife. There's no way. There is no way. Wow. Now, for the record, I've done my research. He has been suspended of his duties. I know what that means, obviously, but in their world, they're governed by their own rules, and so that's which means they can discipline themselves. I don't know what more is going to be done. I don't know. That's why in that situation, we're just talking, we're just having a conversation. It would have been dealt with right then and there, because you got to know at the top, they deal with their own disciplinary issues within the house. We already know that. You know that out the rip. So slap mine, I'm slapping you. It's going to be ugly. That's where you turn the other cheek, right there. That example right there. That's when you turn the other cheek, right there. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. That is crazy. All right. That's that story. I have another one. Listen, I need some feedback, you guys. Come on, talk to me. I need some feedback. I need some feedback. If not this story, the other two I have left, but I need some feedback on this next one. Okay, let me see which one I want to go with. And what have you guys been doing today? You guys get some things accomplished. You have a nice week. Get some things taken care of. Talk to me. I do have my super chats active now. So if you would like to for me to read your comment, or if you'd like to have something advertised, just keep it clean. And if your comment is positive or negative, as long as it's clean, if you do a super chat, of course, I would read it and post it live on the screen here. That's with the super chat. Just hit the I think it's the $ icon. Donate whatever you want to. There's not a minimum, I don't believe. And I will definitely read the comment aloud and put it on the screen for the super chats. But other than that, let me see what's going on. Okay, let me see what this next story I want to bring to you guys. Let me see here. Which one I want to go with? Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, now this one here, I'm serious. I already know how everybody mainly feels on that first story that I just went over, but this story here, I am serious. I don't know. I know I'm going to not piss people off, but you might be surprised on the stance that I'm going to take here. You might be, but let me just get into the story. This takes place in Texas, okay? And this is going to set a precedent if it goes, actually it's going to trial. But basically what's going on here is a Texas school is going to trial after punishing a black student for his locks. Now, I'm going to say that again. It doesn't, you have to let that sink in for real. A Texas school, a high school, is going to trial after punishing a black man a black student, I'm sorry, for wearing locks. So let's get into the story. I don't know how you feel about this, but let's just get into the story. Bear with me. Here we go. Let's get right into it. All right. A Texas judge has ordered a trial to be held in the case of a black high school student who was repeatedly punished by his school district for his locks hairstyle, which he and his family claim is protected by law. We'll definitely get into that. For months, 18-year-old Daryl George wore his hair in neatly twisted locks to school. His school district, however, has a dress code that limits hair length for male students. The district claimed that George's hair is in violation of this rule. As a result, George has faced disciplinary action since August 31st, 2023, being forced to serve in-school suspension and go to an off-site disciplinary program. However, a new Texas law, here we go, known as the Crown Act, I like that, Crown, I get it, prohibits schools and employers from race-based hair discrimination and protects certain hairstyles, including afros, braids, locks, twists, and Bantu knots. I have no idea what that is. Please forgive me. George and his family are arguing that his hairstyle is protected under this law. The trial is set for February 22nd and will determine whether the school's district dress code regulating the hair length is in violation of the Crown Act. Listen, I don't know how you feel about this. Take the emotion out because it does immediately revokes or invokes emotion. But if you just read it, and to me, just try your best to break it down. Now, according to this picture, his hair, because I use deductive reasoning, I try to analyze everything. According to this picture, it looks like his hair is pretty long, okay? And also, too, I'm just laying down all the facts. I'm pretty sure they read the manual or the book or the handbook, whatever, about the dress code and everything. So the reason I bring those two things up, because it could go either way. If his hair was already long prior to him going to orientation, because they had to be in some type of orientation or something, I'm just assuming, stay with me here, or something. So if his hair was long at that time prior to orientation and him going through orientation, picking up his uniforms, getting the books, getting the curriculum, going through the first few days, no one said anything. Or is it the fact that after the fact, he grew his hair out? Because I don't know, he's 18 years old, so that means that would make him probably what, a senior? Correct me. Okay, he's 18 years old. Let's use deductive reasoning. Does he say if he's a senior or not? It doesn't say, but he's 18. So 18 years old in high school, that puts you in about what, the junior or senior. So now, okay, so maybe his hair wasn't like that as a freshman. Wow. Okay, maybe his hair wasn't like that as a freshman. So now, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to break it down. I don't know. If his hair grew that length, he was growing outside the boundaries of the guidelines of the school. Is he using the Crown Act to their benefit? Has nothing to do with race. I promise you it don't. Not to me. I'm just stating the bare facts. I'm just asking questions. This is just me. And that's probably why they're going to trial with this. But they're going to trial with this. Just going to trial with this is going to be so huge. It's going to set a standard across the board. This is going to be huge. Unnecessarily huge, but it's going to be huge. It has no choice but to be huge. They're definitely going to play the race card. I personally don't think there's a race card to be played. You can play it. I'm not going to say that was a stupid thing to say. Of course you could play the race card. I don't think they should play it. I think they should save that card for later. Seriously, this is not the situation, in my opinion. Of course, people disagree with me. I already feel it. I know you disagree with me. I know you do. But I need to see the whole story. I need to see his freshman yearbook picture. That's what's going to tell it. Oh, it's coming to me now. Oh, I should have been a lawyer. I need to see. That's why they go on the trial. I need to see his yearbook, his freshman yearbook picture. If his freshman yearbook picture and his hair is not as long as it is now, which would make it within the guidelines of the school rules, you can't grow your hair out past that because you agreed already. You acquiesced. Come on now. Now, here I go. See, ooh, I'm good. I could play both sides. Ooh, I could go both sides. If you're going to argue the Crown Act, which is feasible because that's what they're doing, you can't tell anyone when they can become when they can become religious or become spiritual or whatever. In this case, yes. So if after his freshman year he was bald-headed and then he became religious based on his religious, then he had the right within this religion to grow his hair like the Rastafarians and things like that, then you can't deny that you cannot deny that man his religious beliefs. Oh man. So it can go either way. Wow. It could go either way. You know which way it's going. Let's keep it real. It's in Texas. You already know which way it's going. It's in Texas. Whoo, you already know which way it's going. But you could play either side of the, you could go either way. Dang, you could go either way. Let me see. Let me see what the chat's saying. That church or whatever he is will have been undone by an insane new father. Okay, I have no idea what. Oh, you mean at the church, the first story? I'm sorry, I'm just reading. I'm like, what are you talking? Got you. That yes, you are correct. Let me see. It takes years to get a certain length in Locs. Okay, it does. Okay, all right, Haitian. Let me ask you a question. Based on the picture. Now let's keep it real. I love this conversation. That's why I wish. I need a female up here. Well, I know I'm being gender biased because males would know this too. Does this look like his hair or does it look like he added extensions in this? Because my question is this. Ooh, if you add extensions to your hair, can you then claim the Crown Act? Can you? I say no. That's what I say. So that's one question. And the second question, just by looking at his hair, do you think that's all his hair, Haitian? My cousin that's in the chat. Do you think that's all his hair? I'm just curious. But that first question I asked, whoa, if you add hair to fake hair to your own existing hair, can you claim that as a religion? Can you then utilize the Crown Act? Okay, let me see. Been growing since, okay. Been growing since before high school. Yes. Okay, so you're saying that's his real hair. Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. Wow. You know that's going to set a precedent. It really is. It's going to trial. I doubt if they're going to settle. But again, I'm serious. It's in Texas. So if you really just become astute and know what's going on, conservative state versus a liberal state, you're down in Texas. Texas, of course, being conservative. Yeah, just use common sense. Actually, there have been other stories. Let me see. Fake hair doesn't apply to Crown Act. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. I like that. Well, it shouldn't apply. Does it though? Does it though? Does it apply? It shouldn't. I heard what you're saying. It shouldn't, but does it? I don't know. That's a great, you know what? I'm not going to look it up now, but that's a great question. Man, and you made me lose my train of thought. You lucky your button out here. That is crazy. Let me see here. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Copy. Yeah, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. If you choose to, it's totally up to you. No big deal if you don't. But if you choose to come on in and comment on the first two stories that we discussed already earlier today, by all means, come on in and do. It's all good. The floor is open. The floor is open. Okay. Yeah. We're seeing that contract and ask for another 3 days reminder to rebut the presumption. What contract are you referring to, Brandon? What contract are you referring to? Everything you're saying is correct, but what contract are you referring to? And I'm pretty sure it's been more than 3 days. But what contract are you referring to? Where you at? Yeah, what contract? Oh, the school contract. Yeah, it's been it's been way past 3 days. That part doesn't apply. Yeah, it's way past that. Now, it's a way he can get around that. It really is. It's a way he could definitely get around that. If he had it's no, we good. See, I'm glad you brought that up because you can tie this in. I try not to tie in my day job, as I say, to what I'm doing now. This is totally something different, but sometimes it tie in. What he could do if he had his own trust, well, not him, his parents have his own trust. He is 18. He's not the age of majority yet. He is, but he doesn't know any better as of yet, so he's still not the age of majority yet. I'm not going to get deep with that, but they have their own trust. He's not a child. That's a bad word. Children, that's a bad word. It's offspring. Woo! The offspring is in the trust. Oh, it works, but I'm not going there. So you could definitely get around it. So I'm glad you brought that up. Yes. But the 3-day contract, no, that part is over. It's way past that 3 days. But if he had just a basic, well, I'm not going to say that. Nope, I'm not going to say that. It got to be that right trust. It got to be that right trust. I'm just saying 508c1a ecclesiastical common law trust. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Go watch the previous videos. It's all good. But with that being said, yeah, talk to me. Nobody want to come up? You scared? Come on now, talk to me. And I don't want anyone to come up here that agree with me. I don't like that. I want the opposing opinion. And yes, shout out to Anton Daniels. I got that concept from him. I watched his show on YouTube. Shout out to him. Yeah. So if you do come up, please try to have a opposing opinion from mine for the most part. Well, the first story is too easy. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with that. That priest would have got his ass kicked for real. Yeah.
Got him!
Mm-hmm. And that's for real. The second story, as you already know, we just discussed about the Texas student, the high school that's going to trial for punishing a black student for having locks. But yeah, if you heard my opinion on it, where I stand, in my opinion, they're trying to circumvent the rules and they're utilizing the Crown Act to benefit them at that time. But that's just me. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there is an opposing opinion to that. So again, if you are in the position to, please click on the link and come on up and discuss it with me. I want to have a debate with you, a clean, nice debate. So as long as I'm in here, let's do that. But let's go to the next story. But feel free. The link is in the chat. Feel free to come on up. And if you can, try to have your camera on. Don't hide from me. Let me see you. All right, let me see what now. This next, do I even want to go over this next story? I don't even want to, because I don't want to make that too heavy. Do I really want to? I don't know if I want to go over this next story because it's kind of. Do I want to? Let's do it. I'm letting you know right now. I really, really don't want to, but I'm going to because this is an everyday occurrence. But I do want to because the excuse that the gentleman used, I'm not going to give it away. I'm about to switch to the story in a second. But the excuse that the gentleman used is hilarious to me. People would try anything. And the beautiful part about it, I'm not even upset. I'm not even upset at the excuse that he used. It's crazy. So let me give you the background of what I'm talking about with this next story. Again, it's not surprising at all. We hear this on a regular basis, and you probably already know what I'm talking about because it's in the title. Cops' racist text messages exposed after shooting Black college student. Now, I'm tired of this type of story, but if you haven't heard the story, just hear me out. Just bear with me, but just hang in here with me, please, and wait for the excuse or the reasoning that he gives. It's crazy. It's crazy, but just bear with me, please. I appreciate it. It's crazy, and I wasn't going to do it, but what made me want to do it was the excuse that he gave. This is crazy. All right, here we go. And we're going to read some of the comments too, because I keep forgetting. The story is in the comments. The story is in the comments. Shout out to Revolt Black News or Revolt TV. But yeah, you see the title right there. Cops racist text messages exposed after after shooting Black college student. Here we go. Let's roll. More racist text messages from former San Jose Police Department officer Mark McNamara has been released 3 months after he was forced to resign over the use of derogatory language while working as a cop. McNamara, who is white, stepped down in November after dozens of racist texts were discovered by the Department Internal Affairs team while they investigated McNamara for an unspecified and unrelated matter. In a new 171-page court filing on January 12th, hundreds of other messages were exposed, including one where McNamara wrote, and I quote, "I hate Black people more than I hate being a cop." After the filing, there was also a text exchange in which McNamara used the N-word while responding to a coworker who asked, "I wonder how long I can stay off the booze for." McNamara replied, "N-word? Now isn't the time for a drink. We got to sculpt our bodies for the upcoming race war." Wow. I'm going to see it because that N-word ain't even sound right. "Nigga, now it ain't time for that drink. We got to sculpt our bodies for the upcoming race war." Yeah, that sound better. Ain't no N-word. We way past the 7 minutes being in the, yeah. Wow, that's what he said, huh? Okay. Got you. You like using that word, but okay, all right, here we go. Some of the texts were related to a March 2022 shooting incident in which McNamara shot Black college football player Kawan Green, who had wrestled a gun from a perpetrator during a fight at a local restaurant. Green survived, but still suffers from abdomen pain after being shot 4 times. You know exactly what happened. He came in guns blazing, didn't ask no questions, and come to find out, the guy he shot 4 times just disarmed the person who was causing all the havoc. Okay. Green filed an excessive force lawsuit against the city and McNamara. And in a disposition in July of 2023, the ex-cop defended himself saying, here we go, he wasn't a monster. Just hours before he sent more racist texts, he then changed his story in another disposition, claiming that all the slurs against Black people were jokes. he learned from movies starring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, of course he gonna say this, Samuel L. Jackson, and here we go, and a stand-up comedy routine by comedians like Dave Chappelle. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? In November, Green, 22, and his legal team amended the lawsuit against the former cop and city to say the shooting should be viewed as a hate crime. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to do that though. But no, you got them texts, which we're gonna get to in a second. As of now, the city of San Jose has still not agreed to settle the matter. Yeah, they playing hardball. They playing hardball. McNamara has been decertified as a police officer, but has not been charged. Now, this is the big one right here. He has not been charged with any crime. Wow. First of all, it's going to be hard to charge him with the, that's crazy. Now check this out. Let's go. Let me see here. Let me see. Nah, see, I knew they was going to do that. But that's okay. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully you could see that. Hopefully you could see that. If not, I'm going to read it to you. Let me see. Grabs. Okay, this one right here, the one that has that little black line across it. Let me see. There was like 65. Now, this is his text messages. There was like 65 Africans looking motherfuckers there too. All just me mugging me and taking notes. They should all be bowing to me. Damn. And bringing me gifts since I saved a fellow nigga by making him rich as fuck. Otherwise, he would have lived a life of poverty and crime. Damn. What you say? Damn. Okay. Let me see. Whoa. Okay. Dude would probably blow it all in like a year. And I ain't gonna lie, that ain't racist, but because it's probably true. God forgive me. Listen, the truth is the truth. Now, when it's the truth, it's the truth. Because he probably will blow it in a year. Hopefully he won't, but I ain't trying to be funny. You can be mad at me all you want. I hate black people. Now that's racist. Yeah. Wow. What else? This dude here, is that it? There he is. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Y'all, boy. Let's see what some of these chats. Let me see. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. The FBI was right when they put out a report stating that white supremacy has infiltrated policing in America. Yeah, but we all know that though. If you just use common sense, like my dad always said, the Klan took the streets off and put the blue and black uniforms on. Racism never left. It has just changed its look. Of course, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Of course, I'm not the one to, but yeah, it is obvious. Let me see. It is so disturbing. Disturbing. I mean, it is so disturbing. Imagine how many Mark McNamara's are currently on the force who hasn't been discovered. Scary. True. Let me see. We didn't need, that's true. We didn't need text messages to prove he was a racist. It's on video, but for some reason it's not enough. Now I can't play the video because they got it blurred out for it, which I do understand why. And plus, YouTube wouldn't allow me to play it anyway. So you can imagine it's unfortunate. He ran up on scene, and for real, the sad part about all this, I understand that there is a dangerous side to that. We all know that. We're not going to get into all that. There is a dangerous side to that. I get it, but we all know he went too far. We all know he went too far. Hey, what's going on? Let me see what's going on in the chat. What's going on, Chief Mac? I see you. Yep. I see you, Brandon. Yep. I see you. H. Yep. Okay. Yeah. What's going on? But we all know he went too far. I have no idea what's going to come of it. Honestly, I don't think nothing. I really don't. He already lost his job. He already lost his job. He's not going to be a cop anymore. He's probably going to be a security guard or something like that. Well, actually, he probably can't even do that because he lost his certis because he's lost his certification. So I doubt if he's going to be incarcerated for that. I really, really do. I doubt it very seriously. But yeah, but what's going on? I dropped the link in the chat if anyone would like to come on up and address any of the 3 stories that I had went over earlier today, or if you have anything else you want to bring up. It doesn't matter, for real. We could definitely talk about it. Like I say, you all just got off work or you're at work and you're listening to me. I definitely appreciate it. This is just, hey, this is what we do. We're just having a conversation. The floor is definitely open. The topic is whatever you want to talk about. Let's go. We already talked about 3 other topics already. So if you'd like to address any one of those, the floor is open, or any other topic. The floor is open. Any questions or whatnot, talk to me. Talk to me. What's this right here? No, I can't talk right now. Sorry. Can't talk right now. But yeah. Oh, okay, I see you. I see you. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I see. About that. Hey, what's going on, Chief Mac? What's good with you, sir? How are you? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good? What's good? How you doing, man?
Oh, what's going on, family? What's
What's
going
going?
on,
How you
brother?
doing? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing absolutely amazing, man. I heard you talk about these subjects, man. And you know your brother Chief Mac, man. I got some groundbreaking information to talk to you about this, and that we should be on guard. And I'm fair when it comes to these stories right here that you're telling. And I'm here
Uh-huh.
to let all the people know that this whole story about what they're trying to do, Otis, they're trying to push the race card again to separate black folks and white folks.
Of course. Right.
So
Yeah.
military industrial complex is behind it all. This story that you tell him is not but a stage psyops. It's not true. It's not real, Otis.
What
The,
story are you referring to? The
about
one about
uh,
what?
the cop.
Oh, the
I
cop.
break this down.
Okay. So
I,
so
I,
you
I,
so
I,
you so you saying that's a stage psyop?
yes, yes. It's all. When you know gematria, Freemason numerology, all this, I go really, really down the rabbit hole where you
I
gotta, you
see.
know,
I see. Go, I'm listening
I
to
go
you.
down the rabbit hole, man. It'll fuck
Hey.
you and hurt your feelings, man. It'll hurt your feelings. All this shit is fake. It's staged. The world is a Truman show filled with lies, deceit, and deception. It's all staged, man. They don't want us to come together because they're about to lose their power because power has gone back to the people. So they're giving us all these fake ass psyops. No celebrities in jail. No celebrity they don't die. They just kill off the character so they can bring on a new character. This shit is just staged to the core.
And you
It's
really and listen, and I'm not listen. I'm asking the questions and I make statements, and please, you know, I'm not being facetious, and you know, I'm not being funny, but I'm just
bring
asking
it,
the question
bring
because
it,
some people on here
bring
probably don't even. So you honestly, for real, believe, and I'm just asking the question. No, I'm not being disrespectful at all. You believe seriously that this is a psyop operation, and that of course, which I agree with you for to a certain extent, that they're trying to bait the races against, you know, yada yada. So you honestly, for real, are embedded in deep belief in that thought.
I do not believe. I know.
There you go. I got you. Hey, I'm just answering the question. I got you. Okay, for sure.
Hey, this show, you supposed to ask the question because there are other people who. So it's no
Exactly,
disrespect
for sure.
that. I,
There you
I
go.
got thick skin. But so the thing is, I've been doing this stuff, man, for the past 10 years, man. I'm waking a lot of people up because when we wake up to this, we don't give it any energy, then we can destroy their kingdom. I don't have a problem with white folks, and let me run this by people too.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so folks know that the people that are in control of the whole world, still in control, is the black nobility. They're the ones who started the KKK. And when you know, let me say, when you know the law of reversal, social engineering, Freemason numerology, um, what's that? Gematria, psychological warfare,
Mhm.
social engineering. When you learn these things, then you're gonna have the intelligence and the understanding like I have. And until you do, you can't make an educated decision on what it is that your eyes are seeing. That's deceiving you on tell, lie, vision. It said
Let me
that
ask
the
you a
enemy.
question. Okay, so let me ask you a question seriously, because based on what you're saying, seriously, what do you think the basic what do you think the end game is? Because there's a lot of, to me, there's a lot of distractions going on. And my
Thank you,
definition of distraction is all the quote unquote elections, this so-called, not
thank you.
so-called, the primaries, the and things like that comes up out the blue, like the situation with the P. Diddy, where they're trying to distract you and things like that. What do you think the end game is? Because to me, it is nothing but a big distraction. Then that's where that word psyop will come in. I agree with you with that. And for as that realm, you follow what I'm saying? To me, it's
Which,
all distractions. So what do you think the end game is? Seriously.
well, all this, as you may know to some degree, that there's a major reset happening spiritually, physically, emotionally, and
And financial,
financially. And
right?
financial.
Okay.
So
I agree with you there.
what they're trying to do is they're energy vampires. Them keeping us at a lower vibrational state with fear, scaring us, and then to the point we still believe in that system, we can feed into it because our awakening means the end of their kingdom. And that means that the end of that kingdom is the rulership of this world. So it's written that you already know that the power has gone back to the people. And for those who don't know, is that America has gone back to the true indigenous people who are always here. And that's us so-called black and African American. It is what it is. It has been turned back over to us. For those who don't know, now you know. So we as a people have to learn how to treat each other with honor, and that honor is action, and that's something that we got to learn how to do because it's something we don't do very well. We are short
Now,
patient with each other, and until we get our shit together, then the world can be back in order. So they're trying to give us all this chaos, and the chaos has really been aimed toward us.
right. I got you. Hey,
What,
listen. Hey,
go ahead,
yeah,
bro.
listen, I got you. Listen, that's a rabbit. Listen, now that's a
Uh,
rabbit hole that goes deep. It really does. Uh, I'm not trying to get that deep, Chief Mac. I got to have you on the show where it's just me and you, where we talking. You know what I'm saying?
I
We got,
got you.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
you. I got
But you
you. But
definitely bring
but
it
to
up.
stay on topic, like you said, to stay on topic, the
Uh-huh.
end game is that they're trying to stop this reset from happening because the reset at the end game is that we get our inheritance back, and then we get to bring righteousness back on the earth, and they don't want that. But
Right.
that's the end game. So it don't
So
matter what they like you say. It's been foggy. The weather's changing. I mean, it was a bad storm that happened in Atlanta yesterday. They're doing all kind of tricks, man.
yeah,
Giving
there
us
you
this
are.
fake stuff about uh, TD Jakes and Pup Daddy. All that stuff is staged and fake, man. It's fake. It's funny. I'll make a joke about it, but it's not real.
Right.
We
For
can't
sure.
Cat Williams, all that stuff is staked. They're fake fighting amongst each other. That is the epitome of controlled opposition. People need to learn these things. And I'm not gonna go as deep. That's something that you and I need to talk about. Then
Right. Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what your you know what your audience can handle. We don't want to give them too much meat and they throw up and shit. We don't want to do
Right.
that.
We're not gonna give him too much. We're not gonna give him too much. Hey, but listen though, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I appreciate you being the first guest to just pop on in and come on up and blessing the stage. And I appreciate that. I really do, Chief Mac. I really do.
Yes, sir.
I really do. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one I'm gonna bring up. But I definitely appreciate you, and we're gonna continue this because we need to have a 101 and have so I could just interview you and have my questions together because we could easily go an hour quick, probably two with no problem. So I'm gonna reach out to you for real, and I know you still
Okay,
have my credentials. You still got my email, so definitely reach out for real because I got that. I got to do a show with you for sure.
got you, guys. Y'all take care. Appreciate you
All right,
always.
man. I appreciate you, man, for sure. All right. Yes. Hey, I appreciate Chief Mac for coming on up. I really do. Hey, at least he wasn't scared to come on up and to brace and bless the stage. I definitely appreciate it. But I will say this. I'm not gonna even lie. And I love you, man. I ain't gonna lie. I only had like 7 to 8 people in here watching. You scared all of them off. They go. You scared them off, Chief Mac. You scared, hey, Chief Mac. You know I rocks with you, but you scared them off, man. I had like 8, 9 people on here going strong. We was going good, and Chief Mac came in. But I love you. I love you, man. For because your thoughts are deep, man, and you go down that rabbit hole, and not in a negative way. Seriously, you already know I know where your mind is coming from, and where you going, and where you at. Trust me. But the average. Everybody not ready for that, man. And you already said that. You didn't ran off over half my doggone folks, man. Oh, I love you, Chief Mac. You're good people. Hey, I thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, I need you. Keep on tuning in. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. What we got going on? Yeah, hey, I love Chief Mac. He good. Hey, I rocks. I rocks with him. For sure. For sure. But again, cuz they flew. They Oh man. Hey, I love you, Chief Mac, but man, you strong, bruh. You strong. You strong. Man, they ran. They gone. Whew. But you good. You're good. Trust me, that will not be your last time up here. I got you. I was serious about that. We got to do a 101 for real. Do that, and then I give it to you. You could for real release it out to your people, because I know you have a following on your platforms and everything. But yeah, that's funny. They slowly coming back now. I love Chief, man. That's funny. But anyway, with that being said, hey, I'm gonna drop the link again. Listen, you guys, come on. I only been on here for what, 55 minutes. It's not even an hour yet. Trust and believe when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you this. I'm not concerned with how many people are in here right now. It's only 7. I promise you, I don't care. I talk to myself all the time. I have things I just want to talk about and discuss. So I'm good. So if you want to come up here with me and just talk about the previous topics again, like I already discussed, we can. Or if you have a new topic that you want to talk about, that's fine. But what I'm doing is dangerous because, again, the last guest just came up here again. I rocks with him. That's my guy. He a good guy. He ran off my people. not like I had a lot, but don't listen. And I'm about to be like one of them. I'm gonna have to be. I got to just, if it's not gelling, or I'm gonna have to just cut it right there. And no disrespect, but this one I'm gonna have to start doing, because yeah. And plus that might bring some excitement to the show anyway. It is what it is. That might bring some excitement to the show. For sure. Let me see. Chief Mac broke out the Black Flies, not the X Files. All the Black Files, not the X. Yeah. Now listen. Well, I'm not going to go there because it has nothing. Well, you already know how I listen. It has nothing to do with race for the most part in my book. That's just how I am. Listen, of course, I'm not naive. Of course not. I'd be a fool to say that. Stop it. But for the most part, man, it's what you do. It's what you get out of it. It's what yeah. So, nah. But anyway, what's up, people? Talk to me. Talk to me. You know what? This is what I want to talk about. You know what? This is what I want to talk about. And I'm so for real. I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, but it is what it is. And I want to know how you guys feel about this. It might not be the right time, but it's just a conversation, but it's on my mind. I've been attending, I've attended 3 funerals, mainly 2, but yeah, Two. My uncle and a very close friend of mine. Okay. And to me, I honestly don't think people understand what the true definition of an eulogy is. People don't know what the word eulogy means, to eulogize someone. I'm letting this know right now. And I haven't found the person yet, and I'm so serious. If you're not ready for this conversation, I understand. You could please, I get it. You can log off. But the last funeral that I went to, not the last one, but the funeral, actually it was the last. The last two, they both did it. The pastor got up there, and instead of eulogizing the body that's laying in front of them, they're having regular church service. They're trying to convince you that if you are not a Christian, you're wrong in all forms of shapes and forms of the matter. And I promise you they do. I should have recorded it. And they try to they're not eulogizing the body. And on top of all that, let's just keep it real. They don't even know the individual that's laying in front of them. They don't know them. To me, you should have someone eulogizing you that knows you. That's the whole point of a eulogy. Not even all the good stuff, the bad stuff, that knows you, that could go up there and tell your true story. The funny stuff, the emotional stuff, the side of you that people didn't know about you, that the person who's eulogizing would like to share. All facets of your life. That's what a eulogy is about. The funny stories, not a reverend or pastor up there having regular church service, don't know you. They do everything except pass the collection plate around. But I'm pretty sure he already got his money, because I'm pretty sure I guarantee you the pastor charges a service. I could be wrong, but no, that just irked me so bad. And the first one, a good friend of mine, the funeral that I went to about 3 weeks ago, the pastor was so disrespectful. Basically, he straight up told you, if you're not a Christian, you're wrong. You out of order. You wrong, and he's not afraid to tell you. Just disrespecting all the other religions and spiritual individuals that are in there. They just, the judgment that's being passed and cast out by the Christians. Now, I'm pretty sure all religions do it for the most part. That's why I'm not religious. But I'm going to say this, I'm speaking from experience, and you can get mad at me all you want. It's you damn Christians. It's y'all. Judgmental as hell. Want to throw rocks and hide your hands. But I digress. Seriously. It's never too late. Never too late. You need to find you a plan A, B, and C, 2 to 3 individuals, just in case, ain't no just in case, when God call you home, when it's your turn, that you have someone up there that is going to eulogize you the way you need to be eulogized. I'll be damned if I want somebody standing up above me saying words that don't know nothing about me. Nothing. That's crazy to me anyway. So you need to get that together. I'm taking that part serious. I don't know who needed to hear that, but yeah, I'm looking for somebody right now. Well, first, actually, God forgive me. I know this conversation is morbid, but of course I want my wife to talk about it, but she won't be able to do it. Hopefully she's going to be distraught that I'm gone. She's going to be boo-hooing for years to come. I'm not going to say I hope so. This conversation is so morbid. God, please forgive me. You know my heart. You know you know my heart, but you know what I'm saying. So I have to find someone that's going to like. I would say Haitian, but I don't trust us. I don't trust the words that's going to come out your mouth, Haitian. I love you, no homo, but I don't trust the words that come out your mouth. Nah, not you. Man, who can I get to eulogize me? But that's serious though. I'm so serious. I'm serious about that. I've been to 2 funerals and it just didn't feel right. How can you be above this body and you don't know that body? You don't know that person. So how can you? I want somebody to know not all my faults, but just know me. Just know what made me happy, what made me sad. Knew that I was an asshole, but they got the stories. The stories that's gonna, even though I'm gone, but my wife will have the memories. My wife knows me, but I want that person up there who's eulogizing me to tell the story that my wife don't know about me. That's who you want up there. Someone like that. Not just a regular pastor or reverend who's conducting regular church and then right on cue, oh my God, I hate this. Oh, I wish I had a sound effect for that. Then right on cue, they got to point to the organist because it's about that time. Yeah, both funerals, at least 2 people shouted. Yeah, okay. At least 2 people shouted at a funeral because the pastor was up there pastoring so hard at a funeral. You didn't even know the bodies in front of you. My uncle and a good close friend of mine, high school friend of mine, you didn't even know the body. You didn't know him. And the one that you did know, you didn't know him like that. You didn't know him like that because you didn't, no personal stories, no nothing. No, nothing. You got to know me to be up there. You got to know me. I don't get it. I don't know. Not you, cuz. I don't know. You liable to say anything. And I know you got a good heart. I know you do, but I don't know about you, cuz. I don't think so. No. Smoke to me though. Smoke it for, yeah. But nah. But yeah. But anyway, that's how I feel for us being eulogized. I'm serious. I hope somebody needed to hear this. Even if there's only 7 people in here, hey, somebody needed to hear that. Get somebody to eulogize over you that knows you. You need to write it down in your will or your will or your trust or your pull over will. You know, I'm off the day job, but yeah, get it while you can. Write that down. Have backup plans, at least 3 people. Don't have just anybody for real. That's just what I recommend. But anyway, that's that. Talk to me, chat. Any comments? Hey, does anyone have a comment on that? Talk to me. The link is in the chat. Come on up and comment on that, what I just said, for us to being eulogized, not just having the pastor up there. Or you can also comment on the first 2 stories that I talked about. The first story I talked about, which we all should be in agreement on that one. We should all be in agreement on that, where the pastor, a priest in France, a French priest, smacked the hell out of a newborn.
Got him!
Yes, he did. And he was suspended, of course. Matter of fact, let's go back and watch that. I'm pretty sure the majority of people that was already in here already saw it, but for you new people that didn't see it, if there is new people in here that didn't see it, let's watch that video again of the let me see, entire, is that it? To share audio, share the entire screen. Bear with me. I'm sorry, you guys. We're gonna be all right. Boom. No, entire screen. There we go. Where you at? Bear with me. I'm sorry. Put me on the spot. There we go. Entire screen. There we go. There we go. Boom. Let's watch this video again of this pastor. I keep saying pastor. This priest in France smacked this newborn because the newborn wouldn't be quiet. Here we go.
Ça s'appelle la carte. Je vais faire couler de l'eau sur le front du Jules. Et après, on va embrasser le bonhomme, parce qu'il sera devenu un petit chrétien. Oh là 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 là. Je crierai plus fort que toi. Alors, du calme. Du calme. Il faut se calmer. Tu vas te calmer. Voilà. Tu vas te calmer.
Just look how hard he's squeezing the baby head. It's too late now. Daddy, you about 8 seconds too late. Daddy, you 8 seconds. Listen, if I was the wife, I'd be mad at the damn husband, because it took you way too long to react. It took you way too long to react. Now I put the blur over the smack. I did that myself, because again, YouTube, if you try to find that video yourself right now, I looked up and got that one, but the majority of the video out there, YouTube has removed it from circulation because of that smack. That's how egregious and how hard it was. The baby even started crying even louder. The reaction of the father was way too slow. His reaction time was way too slow. Way too slow. Now listen, I rock with you, Chief Mac. Hey, Chief Mac, I rock with you. And usually I don't even say the names. I just said that I just came up with this today. I don't say any names in the chat anymore unless you do a super chat. Then I would say your name and read your chat aloud and things like that. And if you have something to advertise, that will be your time to get something advertised when you do the super chat. I will say your company name or whatever. If it's a negative comment, as long as it's clean about me, I even read it. I don't care. You have the right to your opinion, but I'm not going to say any names in the chat. It needs to be about super chat. But this time I'm going to make an exception to prove a point to why I had to hurry up and get Chief Mac off the platform. And I love you, Chief Mac. We're going to have a one-on-one and we're going to make it right. It's going to be about 2 hours, because I do want to talk to you for real, because I'm serious about this, but you in a whole nother different time zone. But let me read your comment. But this is why. Not saying it's true or false. Let me say this right now. I'm not even saying what you wrote is true or false, but I'm just going to repeat it, because when people watch this on the rewatch, they might not see the chat, and I want to just be able to just say it aloud. And in no disrespect to you, because that's how deep this conversation can go, and that's why half my people dropped off. Not that I had a whole lot anyway. But Chief Mac said that so-called priest is human, but a reptilian devil in a skiing suit. That's why that baby was crying. So you saying the priest is a human my fault. You saying the so-called priest is human, but a reptilian devil in a skiing suit. And the baby can pick up on this, sense that, and that's why the baby was crying. I'm not debating that. I'm not saying it's true or false. But that's a statement there that would at least require your own interview. I don't know what time would be appropriate of day to release it, but that's an interview or one-on-one. For real. For real, Chief Mac. I'm rocking with you. And the sad part about it, all jokes aside, because I'm so open-minded, I'm so for real, that might very well be true. I have no idea. I'm for real. I'm just that open-minded. I know he smacked the hell out that baby. I know that. So if he did that, nothing surprises me. And that didn't even surprise me. And nothing surprises me. So I mean that for real. All jokes aside. Seriously. For real. But yeah. But yeah, does anybody want to come on up and talk to me? I dropped the link. Come on up and talk to me. If you can, if you're not at work, if you are not at dinner, or whatnot, or out doing what you're doing. But that was that story. We talked about that. What's our second story that we highlighted? I mean, that we touched on. The second story we touched on for the new people that are in here and that didn't see what we talked about earlier. The next story, another story we talked about, which seriously is going to be record breaking, and a new president is going to be set for real. A new president is going to be set. This story here, where a Texas school is actually going to trial. They're going to trial. No sellout out of court, no nothing. They're actually going to trial after punishing a black student for his Locs. And he was punished. He had to attend school off-site. He's 18 years old, which makes him, in my mind, probably a senior, at least a junior, but most likely a senior. I oppose the question of, based on how long his hair is, because I don't have hair nowhere near that long. I don't have any hair at all. Has his hair been growing since his freshman year in high school? The reason that comes up, I jumped the gun a little bit. The school has a policy that your hair cannot be past your shoulders, something like that. It cannot be, I forgot what it is, but it can't be something. And his hairstyle does not fit that criteria, the school policy. It does not. So the school has been punishing him, and now they're going to trial. The student and his parents are claiming the new law, which is called the Crown Act. The Crown Act states that based on your religious beliefs and your hairstyle, that cannot be held against you for school policies and things like that. Hairstyles regarding afros, hair being in locks. Let me read some of them. Where is that? Afros, braids, locks, twists, and bantu knots. Those all qualify under the Crown Act. Okay, so that's what he is addressing. That's what he's going to fall under. I have my questions about that. I hate race as being used in this situation. I don't think it's a race thing. I personally don't. I really, really don't. A lot of people probably is going to disagree with me on that, but I don't think it's a race thing. It could definitely go either way. It can definitely go either way. All depends on how good your attorney is on either side. Because I can honestly argue both sides. I really can. And to me, just me, in my opinion, it doesn't have anything to do with race. That's just me. Again, but those are the first two main stories that I discussed. Again, if you like to comment on those, I prefer to talk to someone that doesn't have the same opinion as I do. Well, the first story is kind of hard. I already know what majority of people feel. But this second story, I kind of have a feeling there's a lot of people that doesn't have the same opinion that I do on this regarding this school, this Texas school taking this to trial. If this goes to trial and the school wins, now that's when all depends on how you look at it. But honestly, they can take that and use it to their advantage. When I say they, the true far right wing individuals, they can use it to their advantage, because you do have extremists on both sides. You have your extremists on your left, you have your extremists on the right. Okay, for those that don't know, left is your liberals, your quote unquote Democrats. Your right is your conservatives, your quote unquote Republicans. I don't prescribe to the Democrat or Republican. I don't believe in none of that stuff. If you push me up in the corner, if you pushed me into a corner, if you pushed me into a corner and made me choose conservative, liberal, I'm a conservative. Yes, I have some liberal views, but I'm a conservative all day, every day. That's just the way it is. I have liberal views. Some, majority of them are conservative. Yes. So with that being said, you know where I stand. There is no black or white to me. There is a gray area. Now, in some situations, of course, there is literally, in some situations, of course, there is literally black and white. Literally. In some situations. But then in some, it's a gray area. Get in where you fit in. Don't blame nobody but yourself. Look in the mirror. You're accountable for whatever you do. For the most part, you are. Every now and again, yeah, you could say something concrete, but stop it. Get it on out the way and keep going. That's just me, but I'm not finna go there. But that's being said on that story, on those two stories. Again, you want to comment on it, jump on in, talk to me. I see you. We good. We've been on here for over an hour, so I take that. That's good. That's good. I have no problem with that. If you, again, please hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it. Let me see what you're saying. Let me see. Okay. Someone in the chat said that there was another story in Texas that refused to let a melanated student graduate because of the Locs last year. Okay. Actually, there are several stories out there that now some are extreme. Some stories are extreme, and the school, the establishment went way too far. They went beyond their whatever the word I'm looking for, their duties, to take a pair of scissors, and cut my son's locks off his or her head based on your so-called rules. And this particular one has something to do with him being in a wrestling match, and they had to cut his locks off. First of all, for you to sit there and let them do it is crazy. I don't even know what, but that's all. People's state of minds are different. But they actually cut that young man's locks off in the middle of a wrestling match. No, that was so, no, you don't, no. That's assault. That right there, that's assault. That happened. I know that for a fact. And it happened more than once. That did happen. Now, that's something totally different than what these guys are doing now. They're actually going through the court system. So I respect that. They're allowing that to play out. But to take justice into your own hands and to cut my hair, you took it upon yourself. And it was if I'm not mistaken, it was the referee that did it. That is, now, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, I am. Got me messed up. I don't know how true it is, but that felt racial. I'm sorry. That felt racial to me. White guy with the scissors cutting that felt nah. And you should know. And if you don't know, that means you don't care, which is just as bad. That, yeah, yeah, that's different. You picked up the purse. Yeah. Now that's assault. That's no, that's different. That's different. Whoa, that's different. Yeah, I couldn't, no. That definitely did happen. I remember. I think that was like a year or two ago. I remember that fresh. Now that's different. But this here is a little different. This here, they're actually going to a trial with this story. They're going to trial with this story. Also, too, how do you feel about what I was discussing about being eulogized? I'm serious. Again, morbid conversation. You could jump in, hey, come on in and jump on in with that. I'm not gonna be here much longer. It's been over a little bit. Oh, it's 1:30 almost. I've been over almost an hour and a half. That's fine. I stop at 1:30. That's fine. But unless I get some engagement, if not, I'm gonna stop this at 1:30, which is fine. I'm doing great. But I talk about this until the time runs up. That's I really feel I'm very serious about finding someone to eulogize you. I know it sounds like it's a morbid conversation, but I'm serious. The last two homegoings I've been to, it was not pleasant at all. It doesn't feel right having someone up there not even talking about you. They're having regular church service. They're actually cueing the organist to play to get the. They talking about everything and everybody but the person that's laying in front of you. I'm here to hear the stories of this beautiful body that was here and that's no longer here in front of me. And you want to have church services and all that, and then want to go off on everybody if they not a Christian. Everybody else is wrong if you ain't a Christian. Everybody else is wrong if you ain't a Christian. You had the nerve to straight up say, I'm not going to go to find you somebody that's going to eulogize you that knows you. Find someone that knows you, seriously. I know this is a morbid conversation, but somebody need to hear this for real. This is a good conversation to me. Don't wait before it's too late. Have you at least three backups, 1 and 2 possibles, in case one of them go before you go. And you got I'm not trying to be funny. It happens. I'm so for real. Have somebody up there that knows you and wouldn't mind telling your story. Come on now. I mean that. Take heed with that. Seriously, you can take it how you want. It just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. One was my uncle, who I knew as my uncle, obviously, and one was a good, close high school friend. And none of the people that eulogized them knew them at all. They were trying to get new members for their doggone church. Again, they did everything but pass the doggone collection plate around. And I mean that. I'm not cracking jokes. And one even insulted everyone if you was not a Christian. And I'm serious. That is crazy. I don't get that. But I'm not going to beat a dead horse with that. But I want you guys to take that into consideration. Also, when you are in charge of someone's home going, because I'm pretty sure someone out there that's listening and watching, someone's close is going to pass close enough that whereas you're going to have the responsibility or be one of the people on the committee, whatever, to help plan the home going. Please make sure it's someone, when they eulogize them, that they know them. Seriously, that's all I say. That's all I say. But with that being said, seriously, again, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. For real, I definitely appreciate it. Again, seriously, I want to thank you guys. I really do. Of course, it's more than the 9 that's here watching, but my subscribers are growing on a regular basis. I wake up to new subscribers every day, and I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Again, if you like the content and you like where I'm trying to take this or whatnot, please continue to tune in, hit the like button, and make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And I take suggestions. I'm for real. I mean this. You have my email address. It's in the banner. OtisWho1@gmail.com. My wife does this all the time. The 2 of the 3 stories that I talked about this evening came from my wife. She saw them on Instagram or whatever, and she emails them to me. And I look at them, see if it's, and yeah. So please do the same thing. If there's something that you feel that I should talk about or you want me to talk about, shoot it to me. This is partly your platform, and I do mean that. I want this place to be where we could talk about seriously anything within constraints, but seriously anything. I want this to be the place. Seriously, relax, chill. We're going to be all right. Crack jokes, we good. But talk about some serious stuff. And when it's time to talk about my day job, how you could interact it every now and again, not often, because that's our day job. But if I could mix it every now and again, like what I'm about to do now, smooth transition. The one story where we talked about, I pull it up real quick, about the young man. Well, I'm not going to pull it up. You already saw it. About the young man who's getting this, they about to go to trial in Texas for the hair. Guess what would happen if he had that irrevocable 508c18 trust?
Got it!
That's all I'm going to say on that. I know for a fact he would not be going and having this situation at all. That 508c18 trust, ecclesiastical common law trust, that trust allows you to put all of your trust res, which is trust property, which will be your offspring, not your children. Children is a nasty word, not going there. You get that trust, you're going to be all right. You will. If you are interested in that trust, scan the QVR code on the screen to my left or right. One of them, I'm confusing myself. You see it. You see it right there next to me and my wife's sexy body. I looked like that about 3 years ago. Woo! Well, I'm lying, but I was close enough. Scan that QVR code. When you get back there, hit that extra tab. You're going to see that trust that's available if you would like it. Go from there. Everything you need is there. I promise you, you will not have a question unanswered. Everything will be there that you need. And if you do have a question, yes, I answer the phone and I would answer your question. But out of all the trusts that I've sold, I only had one person call me and have a question. And that's because he was not computer savvy. I don't get phone calls because everything is there. But that's that. But I promise you it's the truth. If he had his self in that trust, him and his parents, he wouldn't be going through this. And that's for real. But that's that. That's that. Who got something for me? Nobody want to pop up and talk to me? Nobody want to pop up and talk to me? That's fine. I have no issue with that. Well, check this out. It's been an hour and a half. Again, I thank you. I thank you for the 10 people that are here. It's going to continue to grow. I love talking to myself. I love it. Send me them stories. Send me them stories. If not, I have them for you anyway. But guess what? Until next time, I'll holla.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.